Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News and your daily wrestling newscast for Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with NXT, broadcast live last night on the CW from the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. The show was highlighted by two major title changes. In the main event, Jayce pinned Stephanie Vaquer with an illegal assist from Fallon Henley to become the new NXT Women's Champion.
Fallon Henley just delivered a kick around the ring post into the face of the champion.
Referee didn't see what's going on. Boom! Oh my God, core elbow from Jayce Jane. Jane falling into the cover. Hook of the leg and
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and the new NXT Women's Champion, Jayce Jane!
The opening match of the show saw Ethan Page pin Ricky Saints to win the NXT North American title.
Saints now trying to rip Page back inside of the ring. He snapped the top rope. Ethan Page snapped the top rope into the throat of the champion.
and now Paige, bam!
Oh, yes, that's it.
Dropping Saints into the cover. Oh my. No.
Here is your winner and the new NXT North American Champion, All Ego, Ethan Page.
During an in-ring promo by brand new North American champion Ethan Page, Javon Evans interrupted and introduced Triple A's Laredo Kid and Rey Fenix, declaring that Page would be defending the title against them in a fatal four-way at Worlds Collide. TNA's Mike Santana made an appearance defeating Tavion Heights. Later, Santana interrupted Trick Williams' promo. Santino Marella then announced that Santana would be challenging Williams for the TNA World title next week. In other results, Jasper Troy beat Dante Chen, and Jada Parker pinned Tatum Paxley. In ratings news, the May 19th episode of Monday Night Raw was viewed 2.7 million times according to official information released by Netflix yesterday. That total matches the views for the May 12th episode. Last week's episode was ranked number 9 for the week among all Netflix programs worldwide, ranking in the top 10 for 7 countries. Turning to Japan, night 11 of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament was presented yesterday in Numazu by New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kosei Fujita emerged from the field as the Block A finalist with a win over Clark Connors. Robbie X, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Francesco Akira, and Ninja Mac were also successful in Block A matches. Fujita advances to the finals of the tournament, in which he will oppose the Block B winner to be determined tomorrow in Joetsu. In some unfortunate news, record producer and recording artist Rick Derringer passed away Monday night at the age of 77, as was first reported on social media by his caretaker Tony Wilson and later confirmed by Variety and other sources. Although best known for his number 1 hit 1973 record of Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, to wrestling fans he was particularly known as the singer and co-writer of Hulk Hogan's entrance theme Real American. Derringer first achieved success in the 1960s as a member of the band The McCoys, who had their own number 1 hit in 1965, the garage rock classic Hang On Sloopy. He later worked extensively as a producer, working on recordings for Cyndi Lauper, Weird Al Yankovic, Barbra Streisand, Steely Dan, and others. In 1985, he served as producer for the WWF's wrestling album, which originally featured Real American as the theme song for Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo, before it was switched to Hulk Hogan after Wyndham's exit from the WWF later that year. 2 years later, Derringer also produced Pile Driver, the wrestling album 2, which included his recording of the entrance music for the tag team Demolition. Rick Derringer is survived by his wife Jenda and daughter Mallory. And in legal news, James Michael Galloway, who wrestled in the 1980s and 90s throughout the South and in the Pacific Northwest as Mike Golden, was arrested on May 20th in Rome, Georgia for driving under the influence, as was first reported last week by the Coosa Valley News. According to the report, Galloway was pulled over on Georgia State Highway 140 at Old Bells Ferry Road after he was observed failing to maintain his lane. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, You can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The wrestling news can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the wrestling news across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the wrestling news. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.